welcome back to the crypt. I am really excited because it is finally time to open up my novel for feedback. Now, if you've been a subscriber to my channel for any length of time, you will know that last year I completed draft 2 of Project Clockwork, which honestly, the title doesn't quite match the project very much anymore. It was an older title and I just kept it because I know what I'm referring to, but it doesn't actually have the most wonderful title yet, and that's okay. That's future me's problem. I am going to go ahead and go over a bunch of information in this video. There is also a blog post that will go over information that will link down below. So if you would rather read this information, that is at your disposal as well. So what is Project Clockwork? Well, for those of you who don't know, Project Clockwork is a science fiction, and I'm not sure exactly whether or not it would be considered young adult or just adult. It's not something I've fully concerned myself with. I suppose it could go in either direction. The main character is Alex, a young captain who didn't anticipate being a starship captain, especially a general merchant captain. It was something that their father did before their father became very, very sick. They take on going to investigate an unidentified large object on the outer reaches of their colony's radar. What starts out as a basic investigation ends up being a rescue mission for a survivor on the ship who is in great danger. Alex will need to face all of their fears in order to outwit the interdimensional beings and end the nightmare realm that has chained the sole survivor left on the ship. There are some elements of fear and terror within this. I do have kind of a creepy air to my writing. However, I don't consider it a full-blown horror, nor is there any gore in it. There is one violent scene, a little bit of a trigger warning for anyone who's sensitive to that content. It is not incredibly long, and it really only exists in one section of the story. So what kind of work does this project need exactly? Well, the feedback is primarily the really, really large stuff. This is only in draft 2. There's a reason why I am not calling this beta reading. I don't consider this beta read. I do not want general readers to see this work yet. This is something that I want other writers talking to me about. This is very early on in the creation process, and I'm positive there are a lot of things I need to fix. And yes, ideally I want as much info as possible if you are willing. A couple paragraphs is ideal, but if you want to go on for pages and pages, I will 1,000,000% love every second of that, and we'll get into that. I love detailed analysis of any kind, so that is something I love. But even just a few paragraphs would suffice as well. Feedback I am not looking for. It was good. I'm glad you liked it, I guess, but that does not help me. How was it good? Was there any part that you felt sleepy during or that you wanted to skip? Because that's the information I need. I would hope that everyone who's watching this would know. Most of you guys who follow my channel are also writers and have your own projects. And on that topic, this is how this is gonna work. Because this is so early on, I really don't want to break out my bank account quite yet, because I already know that's going to be a tango of death that's going to cost me a lot further down the road. So, but I also don't feel comfortable not giving back, because feedback, especially the kinds of feedback I'm looking for, is still labor. I hope it's enjoyable labor. I hope you still enjoy the story as you read it, but let's be real, it's labor, and I do want to pay you for that in some way. So we are going to be using a tit-for-tat system, meaning that while you are reviewing, giving feedback for my work, I will be doing the same for your work. So we will actually be exchanging works. So this system is set up for works that are no larger than 80,000 words. My current project stands pretty at about, it's 69,000, but let's just round it up. 70,000 words roughly. So anything less than 80,000 I think is just fine. The problem though with this system, I will be doing a lot more work than you guys, in the sense of you guys are doing just mine. I'm doing 3 people's stuff. So even the 3 is going to push it a little bit. I was going to try to do 5, but realistically, when I really looked at my calendar and how much hours I have to dedicate to something like this, I don't have a lot of free time, so there's just no way I could do 5. Even 4 would really stretch me. 3 is something that I feel like I could achieve because I have been able to read 3 books in 1 month before. I just have to really dedicate time to it, which I've already blocked off time for it. I will be doing pre-filming this month in order to kind of make up, so I won't be doing tons of filming next month. So yeah, I tried to make it so that I have as much time as possible to go through these works. There is going to be an email form on my blog. I have it linked down below, and you are going to need to fill that out. Please use an email that you check, because I will be going back and forth with you for more information, especially information like what kind of file formats are you comfortable using, that kind of thing. As for deadlines, the deadline to apply will be July 1st, which is also when my short story comes out. The Stygian Collection releases July 1st. I have more info about the Stygian Collection up above, as well as a link to pre-order down below if you're interested in scary stories and want a copy. So yeah, July is going to be kind of packed. I should be getting back to people no later than July 2nd. I do have that whole weekend blocked off to handling business stuff and promotion and whatnot. So the timeline for this though, the feedback timeline, how much time do we actually have? Well, you have until the end of July, so I'm giving 1 month. But that means 1 month for you, 1 month for me for 3 works. So I think how I'm going to do this, again, this is the first time I'm doing this. I've never done something of this caliber before. So how I'm going to be doing this is when I've completed your work, I will be sending you an email. So again, make sure it's an email you check, and letting you know that I've completed feedback for your stuff and asking if you completed mine. And pretty much what we'll do is pretty much trade our information that same day whenever you're ready. So if you're not quite ready yet, just let me know. And then when you're ready, you can let me know and I will be sending you your file. That way, emails don't get lost. I've had past things I've done with authors where I'll be finished first on something and I'll send them the work and they'll be like, thank you so much, I'm not done with yours yet, can you please wait? And they either never respond again, or when I ask them, like they've completely forgotten or lost the file. So this way we're just checking and we'll be sending the file around the same day whenever we're both finished. Because this is only a 3-slot system and I will be trying to go through emails as I get them, this does mean that is a little bit first come, first serve on this. So definitely make sure you apply as soon as possible. If you have any questions about this process, which you probably do, there's a lot of ins and outs of how this can work. Please let me know in the comments down below, because if you have a question, chances are other people have a question as well. So please let me know in the comments down below. I will get to them as soon as I possibly can. I am really excited to do this. I'm excited to work with some other authors. I've done feedback for authors before, and although it is a lot of work, it is also really, really fun. And I love working with other authors on projects. So I am really looking forward to also helping you guys out with your works as well. I've been really excited to hear about your guys' progress as we do things like live streams and writing sprints and hearing about the stuff you guys are working on. So I'm really looking forward to being able to help you guys out as much as I'm looking forward to hearing feedback from you as well. So this whole thing is really fun and I'm really looking forward to this. Forum link is down in the description box. Thank you guys so much for your continued support, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of the month. Also, please be sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already and hit the bell notification, because I will be doing community posts to keep you guys updated on things as well, including deadlines coming up. So make sure that's on. Make sure that's on.